Matrix 2-3. Out for a walk in the community. Lovely place it is too. Often come here just to think, you know. A couple people up there, yeah, often come here just to think and sit and contemplate things. Yeah, it's a beautiful little park. There's a little pond in the middle. Let me show you, see if we can see any fishies in it. Oh, there's a couple. Tiny little ones, so there'll be no carp in there. You know? I swear people go around stealing carp anyway. Used to. I think. Oh, too many people over there. I always try and seek an area where there's no one. Fucking want people coming up and getting involved in my shit and that, you know? Asking me what I'm doing here, making polite conversation. Sounds horrible, just like to be in nature, at peace on my own. That's what I came here for. Get away from everyone, you know? Anyway, now that I'm sitting down, I've got my own little place, and that what I wanted to talk about was recent incidents in places like Clapham and Milton Keynes involving large groups of teenagers who are apparently gathering via social media, TikTok, Snapchat, etc., and causing disruption, like storming the high streets. Shops were being vandalised, fireworks set off, and police were called in. And these events have been described as antisocial behaviour or mob disorder, with some businesses even forced to close and staff feeling unsafe. Now, authorities, e.g. the Mayor of London, has responded with a zero-tolerance policing approach. So that means more arrests and more pressure on social media platforms to limit organisation of such gatherings. So we can clearly see that the possible aim of this recent government agenda is actually more about new legislations being introduced, increasing censorship and limiting online privacy. That's what's in the pipeline for us here. And what really smelt off to me about these recent news headlines is how quick that the government conducted meetings, gathered everyone that they need to at the higher levels, assessed the problem and devised the solution, providing a budget of millions seemingly overnight to help us and the youth. I'm not sure. I knew something smelt fishy, and I think it is actually darker and goes beyond just the limiting of privacies online and new legislations to control us in the social media world. I think it could be something entirely quite darker when I heard about the extent of the budgets and the services that the government claim will be providing for the community in double record time. Yes, the government response was swift and appears to be of service to the youth and people of the UK, and we know they are not really invested in the betterment of our youths and people. So when I hear a massive investment in youth clubs and community safe spaces has been made seemingly overnight, off the back of a few kids running wild in high streets up and down the country, which, let's face it, could well have been crisis actors in the first place, right? I'm now even questioning the kids and what they were doing. Was this all set up an agenda? It's not as if the government haven't used crisis actors to kind of fabricate events and bring about solutions to problems that they caused in the first place, is it? It's just the speed of it all that gets me. I mean, these first headlines of kids storming high streets across the UK first appeared in the media late March, April. And here we are. Not a week has passed since the first news of the social disturbances, and the UK government has suddenly decided they're investing heavily in youth services and safe spaces to address the root causes of the problem through the opening of new Young Futures hubs across England, which apparently will offer job support, well-being services and crime prevention for young people. In London, plans include 30 million for late-night youth clubs to give teenagers structured activities and safe environments. Now, this fits into a wider national strategy where over 500 million has been planned for youth centres and support programmes to reduce isolation and crime. And an even broader 319 million goes to Pride in Place programmes, which include reviving high streets, creating community hubs and play spaces safe for children. They say the aim is to tackle underlying issues like lack of youth services, social isolation and limited opportunities rather than relying only on policing. But then again, Jimmy Savile probably said the same things when he visited children's homes and hospitals up and down the country, didn't he? Perhaps they want late-night youth clubs for an entirely dark and hidden reason. I don't know. I'm just saying, something smells rotten in Denmark here, don't you think? I mean, I've said it before. If you can do this, what is that, 500 million, £1 billion that I've read about almost has been put aside for youth clubs and community support, safe spaces, programs, all that. Listen, forget that. If you've got that sort of money and you can move that fast, sort the homeless out. The homeless in England, yeah? That's what I'd say to the government. Make it like COVID, where you put them all up in hotels. Sling these fucking migrants and illegal immigrants out the hotels, yeah? And put all the benefits and funding that you put towards the illegal migrants here, put that to homeless people instead and house them and feed them and clothe them. Why don't you fucking do that, eh? Because you're never doing what you actually say you're doing. I don't know what exactly this community safe space shit is about. I don't know about you, but I sure as shit won't be letting my kid to go in any late night government funded and run youth club. Would you? Yeah, I feel like saying thank you for your concern over the welfare of our kids, but we the people will look after our own kids, invest that money in the homeless, for instance. One good thing off the top of my head. Or, I don't know, research into the toxins and poisons within our food. Allocate money and budget to that and put all your best people and resources on that. But no, of course, you won't be doing that, will you? And that's all a farce. Absolute game, the whole thing. Tell you that. It's true. Yeah, it's this whole, the kids, you know, there's all this child trafficking, sexual stuff, trying to normalise paedophilia at the minute, all this stuff going on with kids and the things they've done with kids in the past, possibly in the shadows and the things, and it does seem like, oh, okay, something they're interested in regularly and happy to spend lots of money on quickly is anything for the protection of the kids, of course, do you know what I mean? They want to get closer to kids, give over more of your children to government, both literally and metaphorically, in the amount of control you give them over governing your children. It ends in literally give them your children, you know, let us spend more time with them in safe spaces. Something smells rotten in Denmark on this one to me, big time. It's like getting blood out of stone, isn't it? Getting money out of the government for something good and admirable, and the only thing they ever seem to spring to and volunteer to do, no less, without even any call for it, is allocate money to children's activities and infrastructure and resources that are government owned and controlled, of course. Happy to spend the money on that. Why? They want the children. That's what it says to me. Yeah, they want the children. Be careful.
Goodbye!